day and welcome to today on Princess Anu TV. Welcome to another very wonderful episode, and today we are going to be discussing, is it wise to change flight schools during pilot training? Like you start with, for instance, NCAT, then later you change to Madiba Bay Flight Academy, or you start with IAC and you change, just changing flight schools in general. If you're new here and you don't know me, my name is Princess Anu, and on this channel we talk about aviation, motivation, and adventure. And please, if you've not subscribed to me, if you will click on the subscribe button and the bell, so that in case I post anything, you'll be able to see it. And if you like this video, do well to give me a shout. So now I'll be receiving some messages concerning some people saying, okay, can I start with this particular school and later change to this particular school? And sometimes I ask them this question: why do you want to change? Or in fact, some of them that have been asking me recently, they have not even started flight training, and they're like, okay, I just hope that if I start here, I'm going to change to this particular flight school. And okay, there are some things I want us to look at. Number one is, of course, an obvious reason. Why do you want to change? I'm going to say there are some valid reasons and invalid reasons why there's no point. There's no point, because I'm going to explain to you why it might not really be wise to change, and some reasons why, some good reasons why you can change if you want to change. Number one, why do you want to change? Do you want to change? Maybe the school is not treating you right, because there are some schools that I've had people that have changed from their flight school and came to my own flight school when I was during training, and they're like, imagine this school, I went over 40 hours and they didn't send me solo. 40 hours? 40 like 40 hours is a whole lot, because you can get a PPL with 40 hours. In fact, there must be a problem. But okay, let's say 40 hours is too much. So some people say, okay, do you know I've flown over 20 or 25 hours and they have not sent me solo, and you're wondering what is going on, so they change school. Or some people say, okay, my flight instructor was not doing well, I asked them to change instructors for me and they were like, no instructors available. Instead of wasting time, I decided to change school. So you see, there are some valid reasons and there are some reasons that might not be so valid, like I don't just like the way the environment is in this school again, and you just change. Some people even leave a whole chunk of their money in that school. Obviously, they have the dollars, they have enough money, and so that's why they can leave that money there in that school and change to a whole different school. But now, there are also some more valid reasons. For instance, I saw some people that came to my flight school during the period of my training, like their own aircraft in their school for multi-engine at that time wasn't working. Like they had an issue with the multi-engine of their aircraft. So their school kind of did a transfer for them, like from their own school to our own school, for them to do their multi-engine and instrument rating, which actually took them just a bit of like 1 week. They did the whole multi-engine rating and they were done with it. So there are some good reasons. Like a good reason that your school is transferring you from here to here so that you can finish a particular phase of a flight is a wonderful. But now, is it so wise? For instance, people have been saying they want to do PPL here and later go and do CPL here, or they start halfway PPL and they're like, this school I'm not copying, and they want to change. See, the thing is that changing even instructors in the same school, it's not funny. I can assure you that. I can tell you, if you fly, in fact, part of the worst phase is to even change instructor is when you are doing circuit and landing. At the period where you're done with your normal exercises and you transition to do circuit and landing, that's learning how to land an aircraft, because it's a whole different exercise on its own, and you are going to be doing circuit and landing for a while before you are sent for solo. Some people are so good, when I mean so good, some people are so, they grab very fast that 2 hours of circuit and landing or 3 hours of circuit and landing, they are cleared for solo. Like, come on, thumbs up. I think I was cleared for solo over like 9 hours or so. I can't remember. I have to look at my logbook again to remember after how many hours I was cleared for solo. But some people are super good. That's what I'm trying to say. Some people are super good. They don't have to stay a long time before they are cleared for solo. Now, every instructor has his or her own landing techniques. Just like the way I am not some other person, I don't want to mention anybody's name, I'm not my other classmate, I am blessing, like I am different. Do you get? That is also the way that other person's technique will be different from mine. Just like the way two people cannot cook the same stew the same way. If you taste my stew, it's different. If you taste someone else's stew, it's not simple. They are all sweet, they're all going to be sweet, they're all going to be nice, but they will not be the same. Either this person added Maggi first and this person added Maggi last, or this person fried the stew, or this person boiled the stew, or this person did a, just different. That's the way landing is with instructors. The way this instructor wants you to do it is totally different from the way another instructor wants you to do it. And so because of that, they are all trying to achieve the same aim. That's trying to send you solo, trying to make you know how to land better, but their methods are slightly different. And this one is saying, no, that's not how you should put your head. No, you should hold the control like this. No, you should flare like this. It's totally different. And so you can get confused during the process of changing from one school to the other. If this school started with you in this format in your PPL and you are almost done, I'm going to advise you, no matter how difficult it is in that school, just bear with them. See, part of the things that make us who we are today is because we can adapt. We are human beings. We have the ability to change. We have the ability to be able to adapt to new situations. So I'm going to say, try to adapt. If you are at the phase of almost finishing your PPL, chill with that school, manage, bear with your instructor, and get your PPL. If you want to transition to CPL in another school, then you need to be open-minded that this school might not be just the same way this your own school was. This school will still have some flaws. It might not be exactly the same flaws that this other school have, because obviously, just like human beings, you're going to be dealing with human beings because you're flying with instructors. And so this instructor might be like this other instructor in this place might also be like different. So that kind of thing, you need to be open-minded. And again, environments differ. You might be in Nigeria and some things are very comfortable, you like the food, and you change to somewhere maybe in the US and their food is not even going that well with you, you fall sick all the time, you might not be able to do well. So I think there are some things you need to consider before even thinking of transitioning to another school. Number one, the environment, the weather. Have you gone to check the weather? If this school is telling you that don't worry, you're going to have an instructor to yourself, are you sure? Are you certain? See, it's better. I'm not saying you should be comfortable where you are, but it's sometimes, if your reasons are not so right, if your reasons is just that you're just trying to adapt, then I think you can be patient enough with your flight school instead of changing, because flying with different people, understanding different methods, with people doing different things can be so, I don't want to use the word difficult, but it can be so stressful. So is it wise to change flight schools? I'm going to say not too wise if your school still has a way to offer you the same thing. Like, if they can still give you that PPL and they have an instructor for you, it's not as if they are totally frustrating you. Yes, I can get for your mental health and all, sometimes you might just have to change schools, but I tell you, you will need so much to adapt when you're changing schools. And again, you have to think about it. If you finish from this school, some schools will not give you back maybe the chunk of your money. Like now you paid for PPL and CPL and you want to change from that school, they will not give you back. I've heard of some people that have left a certain amount of their money in some flight schools because obviously the school will not pay them back their money. You paid for this service, and so we are not ready to allow you go, in quotes, as per they are not ready to give you back your money. And so before you change to the next school, you still have to go and pay again. But some people, they don't care anyways, they just go pay their money and they start again, and it's going to be really difficult for you to adjust. I've seen some people that transferred from other schools and came to my school. For them to adjust took them some time compared to us that we are already there, like the, I don't want to use the word real students but like the students that started from the beginning. If you get, it's easy for us to adjust because we understand the system, we understand the school system, we understand the instructor system, we know what they want, we've heard about them and all that. So when a new person comes, it's going to be a little bit difficult for the person to adjust. it's always normal. Like even in changing primary schools, secondary schools, and all that, it's just difficult to like adapt. So guys, this is all I have concerning this video. Is it wise to change the flight school? I think you should think about it very, very well before thinking of changing. For flying, it's really going to be difficult for you to adjust because you're changing personalities and everything is like changing. So till I come your way next time on this same channel, keep watching Princess Anu TV, and don't forget, as usual, stay safe, be happy, be fine, and live your best life, because that's all you got. Till I catch you next time. Bye guys. Thank you.